Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Give me some bells if you can hear me. I'm ready to press on the gas. Let's go. Okay, warrior sisters. Miss Kim and Priscilla, thank you so much for your support. I also want to shout out Birds. I know Hot Rod popped in. He's probably gone. He is just like his name, Hot Rod. He's in, he's out, he's hot. You know what I mean? Look, he has his own channel, Hot Rod in the House, I believe is the whole name, just like it is here. Check him out. He's a really big physical fitness buff and coach. I would suggest if you want some tips on physical fitness to hit up Hot Rod. All right, let me give him some bells. So now that I know you guys can hear me, we're going to just roll the train. Hello, world. Welcome, 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 or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. And up front, I'm going to tell you, I'm on some other shit today. But really, I'm here very humbly and graciously to deliver a message or two. So be patient with me and hang out for a minute. Please hit the like button, like Wow Wayne says on the screen there. And make sure to hit the notification to get all notifications. Press like, share, subscribe, all those good things. And if you are not getting notifications, I'm told that if you unclick and then click it back and hit all, you'll start getting them again. We need you back with me. So make sure you are in tune. I'm going to do a real quick update before I get into what I'm really here to talk about. The government has until September 28th to respond to both defense motions for release from custody and motion for the evidentiary hearing, which, if you don't remember, has to do with the so-called attack and the person who attacked him, saying that the MCC guard or correctional officers were responsible, therefore also pointing the finger at the government. We addressed that in the last video, I believe. Go check that out if you missed it. I see a couple of more people that I want to address before I go. So Mary Blue, welcome back. Nikki Six, welcome back, Queen. I love seeing you guys in my chat. I know everybody's well. Heavy hitter, thank you, and thanks for hitting your reminder. Yada, my sis. Thank you for coming back. Good to see you, love. All right, listen. I'm not going to address this either right now, but I will say, look for me live late night, either tonight or tomorrow, depending. But today is for a different matter. But I do want to say that there are some things going on in these YouTube streets. We got to talk about it. I'm teasing it, but yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that bell is on all. All right, so as we know, it's the anniversary of 9/11. Not a great time in our U.S. history or world history in general, world history all around. A lot of lives have been lost. I know some of you guys know numbers. I think Priscilla, you quoted something earlier. If you don't mind putting your facts in the chat. Not to make you work or anything like that, but I appreciate it. So, like I said, a lot of lives lost, torn, and just plain affected. I think we were all touched in a way. It's been 19 years since that fateful event. Where were you on the day that we know as 9/11? Do you remember? I'll wait. Anybody that wanted to chime in? I think we spoke. You can feel free to call in with your experience. It was definitely one of those days I'll never forget. Don't panic, you guys. I'm just taking a couple breaths. Daddy's Girl 1973. Welcome back. She real specific with it, huh? I see a Joanne Reynolds being acknowledged. Welcome. Mary Blue says she was 12 when it happened. I don't want to date myself. I wasn't 12, but I was younger, obviously. Like I said, definitely one of those days we'll never forget. So I don't know if any those couple of calls are going to come through, but I'm gonna just go on with what I need to say here. I know there are a lot of memorials and tributes today. A lot is going on all over the country and the world, actually, to remember Ground Zero, where the Twin Towers once stood, now represents American tragedy. I'm just taking a breath. Just give me a second. That tragedy has given life to much of the trauma that our country carries on its back. And that's atop many other horrors that America's seen. We've seen many, and we will continue to see more pain, bloodshed, and because of that very pain. So, like, it's a cycle of abuse and trauma, hurt people, hurting people. And with COVID-19 still wafting through the air, it's yet another battle we face together as a nation. It's a cold and vile way to die. Nasty. I'm hoping, everybody is staying safe and doing all the things that, we're needing to do to stay safe and protect ourselves, because there's a lot of weapons of mass destruction and just individual destruction out there. You need to be on guard, conscious. Just don't lose touch with that which lives within, which, for me is God. I call on Jesus. Some of y'all, just make sure you know where your faith lies and that you're directing that energy of love everywhere, all the time. But yeah, back to COVID, it's been an annoyance and imposition to put things politely and lightly with regard to life as we used to know it. We can't see loved ones who have been infected with COVID-19, therefore they suffer and then die alone. It's a sorrowful way to go. I wouldn't want to wish that on a soul. Same with 9/11. The people who were killed upon impact didn't see it coming. Also unable to say goodbye to loved ones, have proper conversations, close the door slowly on life as opposed to slamming the door suddenly without cause or warning. It's a horrible way to experience things. I've been on that side. Obviously, I'm still here, so I've been on the other side of that door shutting swiftly and harshly without cause or warning. And it's a feeling that never leaves you. It is a feeling that I, again, don't wish on a soul. And that's why I think I'm so deep in this light and this fight for what's right, because I know there's a lot of evil out there. And that evil knows no bounds. That evil will attack and infest and infect you if you leave yourself open to that. And that's why I want to talk to you guys later about this whole YouTube stuff. You have to be very careful with this, what you engage in, and what you absorb yourself, find yourself absorbed in. Mike, nice. Yo, listen, your comments, they pop up and they disappear. But I want to thank you. You commented, I wasn't able to reply for some reason. Anyway, yeah, which reminds me, if you're in the bushes, I want to say thank you also for you listening, give me your time. Of course, my warriors in the chat, my truth warriors, I love y'all. And if you're on the replay, I look for y'all, because there's a lot of you guys that hit me later, and I appreciate it. So let me know you stop by in the comments, and show some love, because the love is definitely in the air. Yeah. So we're talking about 9/11 and also COVID-19 as yet another just traumatic burden that America and we Americans have carried with us. Rock and Robin, welcome back. Love. Welcome. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of hurt, but we move on, right? But yeah, I was just talking about how COVID-19 is a cold death. It's cold. You don't get to say goodbye. People don't get to say goodbye. And same with 9/11. It was sudden. I mean, I woke up to the news. I believe the second building being hit, I saw live. It was definitely where you sit and question your mortality, sit and question, what do we have in store for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and so on, with these things happening, breaking into the 2000s. We already are skeptical about the year 2000 itself. And then this happened in 9/11, 2001, right? So just coming into the year 2000, there was also a lot of fear. And that's the other thing about energy and collective energy affecting events and happenings. You carry a lot of fear around, and as a people carry a lot of fear. It brings upon events that warrant the fear. So we have to manage that. Yeah. But yeah, I was touching on my own experience with sudden death, and just the hurt of it, and the fact that, just a little piece of your heart, just breaks. Something you don't get back, honestly. With 9/11 and COVID, I'm sure there were goodbyes to be had, hugs to be held, and kisses to be pecked, or passion to be felt before the, very end of their journey. Again, a very sad way to go, a way I would never want to wish on anyone. And this is why it's important too to, give people their flowers now while they're here. And that's why I'm gonna tell you right now that I love you. I really do. So yeah, we got to do it while we're here and we're alive and we're able. Because there could be a time when we're here, but not necessarily able to give flowers, whether we're talking metaphorical flowers, giving love, or actual physical flowers, which are always nice. I mean, I love fresh flowers and I definitely keep them in the house regularly. Oh, I don't have my phone. My phone's not on, Wayne. You're giving out that number. You're making me obligated to turn the line on. Maybe I should. Maybe 9/11 warrants, you know, the fact that people also have things to say. Oh, I love you, Priscilla. Yes, flowers. Let's give our flowers to everyone. Okay, so that app is downloading. I'll let you know when it's time to call in. That just shows you how often I use it. But I was saying that, there could be a time where we're not able to give the flowers. It could be, whether it's a personal reason or just a general economic impact, a downturn that doesn't allow for buying flowers or let alone having them delivered. Or even, like I said, the metaphorical flowers, making calls, to say, I love you, or sending texts or email, to say the same. Life as we know it, even with COVID-19 at play, is still pretty free willed. We can go out and do pretty much whatever, we want to do within the confines of the law, of course, and now COVID-19 regulations. Hopefully you guys are wearing your mask. Hopefully you guys are washing your hands and using sanitizer and staying your distance 6 feet or more, not out there dealing with strangers without a mask and being in these public events and things happening without just looking out for yourself. So it's a heavy thing, this event. There was a whole social media brawl over these lights that you see on the screen. I guess the organization that handles displaying these lights decided to call off the event due to, I think, COVID. They didn't want to jeopardize their engineers by having them work while there was a lot of backlash from the public in general. A lot of people who were also very close to people who died, also, public officials, firefighters and such, all against not doing it. So they ended up folding at the end of the day, and they had the display, or they're going to, excuse me. I don't even know. It's not dark here yet. I think I'm behind. It's only 4:48 here in Los Angeles. So I think East Coast, what is that? 3 hours, 7:48 p.m. I think that they folded and went ahead and they're going to go ahead with it. The engineers were good with it. So imagine we just don't know what's going to happen day to day where we sit right now in this moment. That's why, gratitude is so important, to be grateful for the moment that we're in, the times that we've had, the memories, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. There's all kinds of things, but we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on the other side of things, which is life, hope, faith, possibilities, love for the most part, relationships, achieving goals, falling in love, getting a divorce, whatever it is for you. There's things that we have to look forward to. But yeah, I was saying, imagine the things changing. We right now we can go out, even though we have to wear a mask and we have to do the things that are regulated. We can still pretty much just do whatever we want. But imagine even a heavier oppression, a National Guard watching and directing where we go and when. I don't know if anyone's ever lived through something like that, but it ain't no joke and it ain't no fun. Imagine no businesses to energize a dead economy. So we're dependent on the government for food and shelter and all the basics. while everything outside of that is a luxury. The small things, even a miracle, not even a luxury. And then there are the lawless who can do those things in their underworld, which is another element you'd have to contend with as an individual just trying to survive. And especially a woman, and extra especially a woman with children. This world is really what we, the people, make it, is my point. And we really are more powerful than we think and know. And that's the thing we need to know. That means we have to learn. We also have to engage in the very system that appears to also be the oppressor. We can do much more than what we're doing. I know that much. So yeah, I'm rambling, but I'm not really rambling. I am, but I'm not. I just want to check the chat, make sure I still have you. Okay. So in saying all that, I'm committing myself to a goal. And to accomplish, it takes courses and tests and money and time also. And at the end of the day, it'll be, I'll be in a better position to help people as a whole community or communities rather than just an individual. And that's all I can say about that right now at this stage. But with that said, I want to encourage you to also do, something on your own to be a support, to be an uplifter, to be an energizer, to be on the right side, know, and to be conscious, know what you're doing and who you're doing it with and why you're doing it. And, just do it, Even if the goal seems like a great undertaking, it's one day at a time, or really one moment at a time. Just watch your decisions, watch the company you keep again, and literally, your business company as well as the company you keep. Because we all know that is a critical part, of your environment is a critical part of your life and how your life is designed and where your life is going. But yeah, you just want to make sure you're doing the right thing, because I know we're all grown here and we all know when what we're doing is not right. We feel that. Instinctively we do, especially we women. So you make sure you're paying attention to those gut feelings. Clear your mind so you can actually hear God speaking, because God speaks. Oh, yes. Yeah, but just going back to basics, treat others the way you'd like others to treat you. And of course, keep your faith, stay connected in prayer, meditate, all these things. But most of all, share the love, share your love. As much, how much energy do you spend on loving versus not loving, or toxicity, drama, negativity, whether your own or someone else's or other people's that you're absorbing because you're just being entertained, quote unquote, entertained. All entertainment is good entertainment. Yep. Just like Yada said, just ask God to guide you. Have faith. The Spirit will control your steps. Yes. I want to say that, there's a lot of people who are on this same R. Kelly fight, or on this same side. And, I've seen them in other chats, but they won't come over here. And what I know is that I talk about God. I have, a huge faith that I allow to lead and guide me when it comes to this channel, even when, I might not speak on it a lot as much as I had in the past, but it's here. And also my gifts, I know, scare people because they feel like I probably can see right through them and call them out, which I could, but that's not what this is. This is just a community of love. And I said this a year ago or so. My Aaliyah video, I'm always going to refer to my Aaliyah video. And just saying that, I wanted to build a community of love. And I think I've been able to do that. So I'm gonna give myself and y'all some bells. I want you guys to be safe. Nikki, I see you're walking. That's good. I need to be doing more of that. I've been dancing a lot more. I like to dance. I'm a dancer at heart. I got this sauna suit. I've been doing that, getting these COVID pounds off. Although they don't really seem to be a problem, apparently. Oh, Yada, she's sweet. She said, I'm a breath of fresh air. You guys are a breath of fresh air also. Because, don't get me wrong. I do check out the other channels. I do, I see the drama, but I zip that. I draw my line and I don't, I make sure I don't get too caught up. I might get a little laugh here and there and then I'm out. But I see the chats. I hear the subs going back and forth, and I am literally horrified by what I hear. Not judging, but judging, because we've grown, and like I said, right now spiritual warfare is very much showing up in the reality we're living in, and showing up in a lot of the things that we're seeing and doing. And this is one of them, YouTube. Because I know that a lot of this is it's just demonic, to be very honest. Heavy hitters been dancing too. That's right. Gotta love dancing, singing, music in general. Just I love it. It's a good way to relax and detox too. The music. Also, you have to be careful with that too, though. You got to be careful with everything, especially the music. We know who we got from this music business, right? And he's somebody that, we got to be careful. But I think I'm going to leave it here. I wanted just to say what I have to say. I want to shout out my warriors always. Yeah, you show up for me every single time, and I appreciate it, whether in the replay, in my chat here, in the bushes. I see you. And to my star family who are always journeying, see you soon. Love y'all. Till next time. Peace.